Hi guys, welcome to Adam McKola TV. I'm Adam. This is the preview for the FA Cup final, Manchester United vs Crystal Palace at Wembley this weekend. Cannot wait for the game in what is a replay of the 1990 FA Cup final, what saw Sir Alex Ferguson win his first trophy as Manchester United manager. Can Louis van Gaal do the same in what is potentially his final game in charge of Manchester United? If you believe the rumours, that is. A day before the final, and I've woken up today feeling very edgy and very nervous about this game tomorrow. I've been confident all week, confident before the Bournemouth game, confident after, and now today I've got the nerves again. I'm hoping it's just a dodgy stomach, or it's usual pre-match FA Cup final nerves that you get every time this fixture comes around. We have lost our last two FA Cup finals though. One of those in 07, I think it was, when Drogba scored in extra time to give Chelsea a 1-0 win. And of course that time in 05 as well, when we lost on penalties against Arsenal following a game of total domination. It was the most one-sided 0-0 draw I've ever seen. And United, unfortunately, lost it. So our record in recent cup finals in our last two isn't great, but we've won 3 out of our last 5, and Crystal Palace stand in our way now. Pardew, their manager, played in the 1990 cup final, so it'll be special for him as well, and I'm sure he'll want to get one over Manchester United now as manager. What kind of 11 will Louis van Gaal pick tomorrow? There's been a lot of rumours saying that he'll pick the same team that took on against Bournemouth midweek, so that'd be David De Gea in goal, Valencia, Smalling, Blind, Cameron, Borthwick-Jackson, Carrick in what is potentially looks likely to be his last game as a Manchester United player, Rooney, Mata, Lingard, Rashford and Marshall. So a very interesting team. Arguably, I've seen most people arguing about the Lingard selection. To be honest, everything else really makes sense. The only one for me, which I wouldn't be surprised to see Louis van Gaal pull out of the bag at the last minute, is of course Marouane Fellaini. He got sent off against Leicester City after them handbags with Robert Huth, and then missed the last 3 Premier League games. So he's fresh. He's been training, that's it, in the last couple of weeks, and now he's available for selection again in the FA Cup final. If you're Fellaini as well, you're going to be expecting to start. You scored in the quarter-final replay, what was a crucial goal. You scored in the FA Cup semi-final against your former club at Wembley in what was also a crucial goal in a tight game. You'd be expecting to start, right? He'll obviously be disappointed not to start, but I would rather us go with the midfield 3 of Carrick, Rooney and Mata. Who are Crystal Palace's biggest threats? Well, the obvious ones are there for you to see. Bolasie, Zaha, Connor Wickham. Although they do have the other option of Emmanuel Adebayor as well, and I'm sure Connor Wickham has a late fitness test, but FA Cup final, he's bound to make it. He scored a goal in the semi-final as well. He'll be confident, he'll be raring to go, and I'm sure he'll start the game tomorrow. So that front 3 of Wickham, Zaha and Bolasie can cause anyone problems. And of course they have the likes of Punchin, Cabaye and Jedinak in that midfield area. So they've got options there. They've got Dan at the back as well, who's a useful centre-half, has been linked with some big clubs in the last few years, and will be leading from the back for them. So they have a useful team. Pardew isn't the worst of managers as well, so it'll be an interesting game. But if we play to our best capabilities, we have to win this game, surely. But anything can happen, and especially in an FA Cup final, the last thing you want is the fans and the players going into this thinking, it's only Crystal Palace, we've got this in the bag. We need to hit them early on, early doors, and get at them. Use the pace of Rashford and Marshall to cause their fullbacks and their centre-halves problems, because they will be susceptible to pace. So let's get at them from the off. If Carrick can sit there as well, make sure he mops up in front of the defence, I think we'll be on to a winner. But looking forward to the game. Very nervous. Remember, you can follow it all in our journey down to Wembley with Full-Time Devils tomorrow on the Snapchat FT Devils, of course on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Everything else will be doing live shows, fan cams, etc. throughout the day. Get involved in the comments below as well. Get your preferred 11s in. Who would you like to see start? Who's the biggest threat for Crystal Palace? And what are your score predictions? My score prediction for tomorrow is a tight 1-0 win with Marcus Rashford getting the winner. It's written in the stars for him, isn't it? He's had a breakthrough season. It's been amazing. Who would have thought he would be starting in an FA Cup final, which he should be. Hopefully I haven't spoken too soon on that one. Who would have thought he'd be starting? And I think he's written for him to get the winner. Let's hope I'm right and United do just that, lifting the FA Cup. Guys, get your comments in below. Make sure you like, share and subscribe. See you later.